Hello Jules and welcome to another one of Balaclava's Baklava's videos. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be ranking, but we're not just going to be ranking anything. We're going to be ranking one of the most highly anticipated lists of all time. Now, just before I begin though, there seems to be an issue with buffering with the last video. There's an easy, simple solution to it, and to make sure you don't run into that on this video, simply smash that like button. Once that happens, that's all you need. The rest is all taken care of. Let's just jump right into the ranking all of the genders. So we'll start off with something quite simple. So we'll start off with the female gender. Now, there's nothing too special going on here. They're just a typical C-class gender. Then keeping with it, it's nice and simple. We got the males. They're clearly an A. Moving on, we got an epicene. Now, not many people know this gender, so it's an E. Then we got the bigender. Now, the bigender is right in between these two, but at the same time, it has a real trouble with decision making, and neither of these two have that issue, and therefore, it's going to be a G. I think that's a pretty safe bet. And then we have this gender.
Noone!
Clearly a H. The demigender, clearly a D. D for demigender. Pretty solid logic there. We have the anime character. He's clearly a D as well. Then we got this symbol, clearly an F. We got a bigender. And we say bye-bye to bigender, he's clearly a K, one of the weakest of the genders. If you ever get into a fight, you do not want a bigender on your side. Now the intergender is pretty interesting. That's why he's an F. We have this one, H. We have a demi-boy. He's sort of male but not really, so he's going to be sort of a B rank. We then have the other gender. You know, not male, not female, not demi-boy, not demigender, not epicene, not intergender, not backwards, upside down man without a face, not bigender. So all the way down in J. Up next we have Snorlax. Now he's quite a solid gender, clearly an S rank, S for Snorlax. We then have the third gender, which obviously in this list belongs third place, B. And then we have the hetero gender, bit of both, bit of straight, bit of both. Then we have the gender fluid, aka the waterbenders. They're clearly a G. Up next we have a helicopter, again another A rank. Up next we have the Pokemon symbol for M. He's clearly up there with male. We then have the Pokemon symbol of A, clearly an F rank. We then have the threesome gender. You know, if you were ever to get into a fight, 3 is better than 1. Let's put them in the S rank. We then have the shooting arrows off in random directions gender. They're a bit of an I personally, I would say. The 2-for-1 deal, they're clearly a C. The Third Reich, now this one is quite complex. It's a lot better than the second and the first one. Not quite up there as they did fail. I'm going to give them a solid B. We then have this one, C. We then have the Alia gender. They're alright, bit, you know, they lean a bit to the right, so let's just give it an I. We got A gender, and they are A gender. We have this symbol, he's clearly an E. James Charles, he's clearly a D. We then have a travesti. Now, a lot of people think travestis are transvestites. Wrong, they are travestis, but in the J class. We then have this unique symbol. Everyone knows what it is, I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. Clearly a H. We then have this symbol, glass half full, glass half empty. I'm optimistic, let's give it an A. We then have a sink, it's pretty much on par with the female gender. Let's give it a C. We have the androgyne, let's give that one an E. We then have the upwards to the right, very important, very much a G. We have glass half full, but more leaning towards the bottom, so that one's going to be obviously just underneath the glass half full. We have water benders part 2. These ones aren't as good as the other ones. Let's give it an eye. Another water gender part 3 this time. They're alright, but starting to get a bit copycat, so let's just put them at a K. We then have this symbol where it sort of jots off to the bottom left. Bottom right, I mean. Guess where they belong? Bottom right. Glass half full, but they're kind of like keys. That's a solid E to me. Upside down wheelchair man without a face. Clearly a G. And little spindle top boy. Clearly an S. Right, so this has been Balaclava Baklava signing off with a gender ranking. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you did experience any buffering issues, smash that like button, and I'll see you on the next episode.